Welcome back to the channel, one and all. This is Zigzag here, and welcome to a video where we're saying hello to an old and evil friend. Today we are playing the Geoguessr map called Pain and Suffering, which is one of the most hard Geoguessr maps and one of the most pain and suffering inducing, as the title would suggest. Last time I played this map, I managed a score of 14,000, which was at the time one of the highest scores on the map. That might tell you how hard this map is, but if you haven't encountered it yet, I think it's better that I shut up and start playing and let us see how we're able to go on no moving, panning, or zooming, pain and suffering. Before we do that though, thank you so much for all the kind comments on my announcement of taking YouTube full time. And one thing I want to start doing is setting like goals on videos because I really think that helps. So if we could get 2,000 likes on this video, that would be much appreciated. Let's go, pain and suffering. Let me know if you want to see more of this in the comments as well because it is quite something. And here we go, first round of the day. We're on a beach, it's Trekker. And we have to figure out exactly where we are. Now, I remember there were some rounds on the invisible islands north of Sabah here in Malaysia. There's also some tracker that looks like this, I think, north of the Philippines. So I'm kind of between those two. I feel like just because I've seen it on this map before last time we played it, I'm going to go here, but I'm going to be annoyed if it's the one up here. So let's find if we're right about that. And okay, this one was actually in the Pitcairn Islands. Well, there you go, Henderson Island. Not exactly a completely gettable round. Next one here, we're back in the lush forests. This time, we have these very pale-leafed palms and this kind of vegetation. I think this is actually going to be the British Indian Ocean territories, which tend to show up on this map quite a lot. So there's these ones here, and then there's the archipelago, which I think lies north. Yeah, this archipelago here, which is where a lot of the coverage on Google is. And yeah, we were right there, so that's actually a decent score this time. But okay, next one here. And okay, so this is interesting. It is very lush. This time it does feel like normal coverage as opposed to Trekker. But I really don't know. We have to vibe against the vegetation here, which is not easy at the best of times, and this is certainly a strange one. I don't even know if it feels more like Latin America or Asia or Africa, but all in all, I think I'm just going to make my guess here, and I think I could definitely see it being something in Africa. But I think I'm leaning more towards Asia. So I'm going to go Philippines here. And okay, it was Africa. It was actually Uganda. I literally thought of Uganda. However, I didn't have the wherewithal to go there. So that's okay. 0 points again here. You know, this is typical for the map. And the next one here, we're on a beach. You know, I thought of like some of the Thai islands here. I think I've seen similar coverage there in the past. These kind of coastal pine trees are really common in Southeast Asia. And if it's the islands I'm thinking of, then they're the ones that are in Krabi and Phuket area here. So like these islands here. I don't really know which ones have coverage, but let's just pick one. Something a bit bigger than that, maybe. This one could work. Let's find out if we're right about that. Okay, not terrible. This time I actually was on these islands. Well, actually on the mainland, but nearby where I was guessing last time. So, I mean, we are in the right section of the world, but we only get 200 points because the scoring on this map is quite rough. And the last one of the first seed here, another Trekker somewhere. I don't think this one's British or an Indian Ocean territory, but I do think it's going to be somewhere probably out in the Pacific. And, you know, why not try Vanuatu? That's always a fun one to guess. Now, the one island that has coverage in Vanuatu is, I believe, this one, which has the craters in the middle. That seems right to me. Wait. It might actually be a different one here. Or is it this one? There's one with a volcano in the middle. I think it is the one we've clicked, actually. Oh no, maybe it's this one. No, I can't remember. We'll find out if we're somehow right about Vanuatu. Then we'll find out shortly. Let's see where it actually is. Oh my goodness! I did not expect that to be correct at all. I really didn't. That's actually a good call out there. So there we go. 10,000 points to start us off with. 2 close guesses and 3 quite fun ones. But let's head through again here and see if we can improve on that score. I guess we'll reset a little bit if we don't manage a good score on round number 1. Okay, this is rather uncharacteristic. We have a round that's facing the road. Are you kidding me? That's super generous for this map. And it looks like we have the stubby antenna with the black car here. That would indicate that we are probably going to be somewhere in Colombia. The problem is he showing this car because it's super rare in Mexico or even Brazil? Could it be that he's showing this Google card because it's in one of the countries that's super rare to get it? That would be beyond devious. If it was, it would definitely be Mexico, and I do like Mexico with these yellow flowers. However, I think it looks more like Colombia than Mexico to begin with anyway, so I'm just going to go Colombia here. If we're wrong, we're wrong, but I'm getting maybe like a little bit further south vibe here. Let's go like that. And yeah, it was a decent guess there. 4,000 points. We'll definitely take that every day of the week. Ooh, this one's also gettable. First thought here is definitely Brazil, because it looks like we're in some kind of a rainforest and we have red dirt. So that obviously like makes Brazil fairly likely. I think I like somewhere out really deep in the Amazon like this. And so if we are looking, if the road direction is, I always forget, we're looking 90 degrees away from the road direction, that would mean instead of northwest, we're actually going northeast. And I thought of this road, and that is a northeast road, so I'm pretty sure we might actually be on this road. That would actually make quite a bit of sense to me. This would be a really nice guess. And okay, it's not the right road. I really kind of thought we would be on the right road there, but we're still in the right country. Oh, it's such a cheeky little section of northeast there on a road that's actually going northwest. Oh my gosh. This map is just so... yeah, it's like that. We're on a 3-country streak though, at least. And the next one here. Okay, so lots of banana plants I see. Very green and lush mountains here. This is certainly interesting. I could consider maybe some Rwanda action here. Maybe. I kind of like that. It's quite polluted, which I feel like you do see the sky in Rwanda being quite polluted a lot of the time. But I could just as easily see this being like Nigeria, for example, is quite possible. Or even maybe like Philippines or something in Southeast Asia. But I kind of quite like the Vanuatu idea. I guess my one concern is that we're up a bit too high, maybe, for that. Could also just be Indonesia as well. Actually, you know what's a meta? Is that in Rwanda, they're picking up... Was I saying Vanuatu? I meant Rwanda the whole time. I don't know what I was saying. But in Rwanda, they pick up all the rubbish, like every Friday, right? Or something like that. I remember hearing that. So maybe we wouldn't see this much rubbish in Rwanda. Maybe that wouldn't, wouldn't quite make as much sense. In which case, maybe the mountains are kind of shaped more like Colombian or Filipino mountains, I think. I think maybe all in all, Philippines would make more sense than anything I mentioned so far. On in the mountains up here. It's unlikely to be correct, but it could be. Let's find out. Oh, okay, wow. I mean, Bangladesh in the mountains. Bangladesh is a very flat country. If you look at here, it's completely flat as a pancake. But in provinces, you do get, or divisions, you do get some of these mountains, and that's just a rough one. Now, we're on the right continent again, so it's not too bad. I immediately got like a Thai vibe, but that's... No, I don't know where this is, but we have a palm tree, we have reddish soil, but it doesn't look like Brazil. I'm gonna send it in Thailand. It was my first thought. We could be correct. And it's not. It is actually Australia there. What is that, man? Wow, that's just a random trekker in the middle of the outback. That's a ridiculous one. I suppose we're not that far away, but yeah. And the last one here, some kind of Pacific island again. Looks like we have seabirds, and when I see seabirds, I do like to guess near the Midway Atoll, because that is often where you get those. So Midway Atoll is here, and then I remember there's a bunch of other ones here. There's this island, and there's one even further out, I think. Don't know. Don't exactly know where they are. I maybe last time we played I would have known, but maybe Johnson Atoll. No, I don't think that has coverage actually. This one, or maybe even the ones that are just southeast of Midway Atoll. But I still can't find them. Oh, here we are. Yeah, I think it might be these ones. I'm gonna go there. I think that's decent. Oh, man. Okay, it was another one. Oh, Lisiansky. Okay, so not too bad there. That's actually a pretty good guess considering how little info we had. And that was 8,782. Considering what we guessed, that was a better seed, but a lower score. But yeah, we just didn't quite guess close enough on any of the rounds. No 5Ks. So let's head in again here and see if we can improve on that. This one certainly looks gettable. We have long grass, tufty grass as well, and we don't really have too much else, to be fair, but we do have the angle of the sun. So the sun appears to be in the south of the sky, because the shadow here on the bottom right of the screen is being cast north, which means the sun's behind us, which means it's south, which means we should be in the northern hemisphere. And it does feel kind of tropical here. Like, my first thought was like that we'd be down in southeastern Romania, where you kind of get this flat, grassy, kind of dry landscape, but some of these clumps of trees in the distance do almost feel a bit warm climate. I mean, a bit like tropical climate. So, but then again, it could just be like Mongolia or something even. I don't know. Maybe I should go with this. It's probably the best thing I've thought of, even still. But I could see it just being like a really flat Thailand, a really flat Indonesia, something kind of weird out that direction. Certainly could be. No, I'm going to stick with my guns here. I think I will go Romania. Unlikely to be correct, but if it is, it's very cool. And it is still possible, I feel. So maybe all the way out here. I feel like this direction is where you'd see a landscape like that. So let's find out if we're right about that. And it was Texas. I'm not lying. That was my exact first thought. This exact area, I think I was like thinking of like stuff I've seen around here. Exact first thought. No joke. And to give me credit, this area does look quite similar to this area. They're kind of both like kind of Gulf, what would you say, like, there's a lot of water inlets in these two areas, and they have a similarly shaped coastline with like lots of kind of grassland like that. I don't know. We'll reset, but that's a really disappointing start because I could have got that. It really was my first thought. Next one here, oil palms. Oil palms are really common in Indonesia, in Malaysia, in Ghana, in Nigeria. This could be like Ghana or Nigeria, actually. If it's a bait map, why not? I feel like it could be Nigeria over Ghana as well, if I had to pick one of the two. Here, like Lekki often has like similar coverage like this, I feel. Let's find out. Oh wow, that's a really nice guess. That might be actually the best guess of the video so far, even better than the Vanuatu, because that is like a pure actual vibe guess. So yeah, nice one. Okay, next one. And we're on Australia, and we are on a Generation 1 round in the outback. We have a lot of trees here, suspicious amount of trees. It makes me think that like somewhere like, it's definitely super dry, but at the same time it does support some plant life, so it shouldn't be like all the way out here or here or here. Instead, I'm thinking maybe more like one of these roads up here. I don't really know what has coverage, but I kind of thought like around here maybe, around Derby, around Broome. I feel like that's kind of a decent guess, around Wyndham or Kununurra. Yeah, I don't mind that. I think I'm just gonna go for one here. We may as well find a road that actually goes north-south though, so, I mean, Wyndham, that should all be normal coverage. That shouldn't be Generation 1. So what about, like, here? Is there any road that goes north? Okay, what about this one? I doubt that this actually has coverage, but it's north-south, and it's in the desert, and it kind of looks like the same, so let's find out. And, oh my gosh, not a bad guess, guys. That's actually kind of crazy. Oh, we could have actually got that, potentially. I mean, I wouldn't have really gone further south, I think, but that's a great vibe guess, considering what it was. We're actually playing so nice right now. Okay, next one here. Oh, I think I know this. Wait, do I? Like, we have, like, I think to our very right here, we have a volcano picking up. And I think this is the Atacama Desert, or at least, you know, this part of the desert. And so if we're looking, you know, if we're looking out south this way, then we should be heading kind of east-west. So maybe a road like this. But instead of slightly, it would be slightly northwesterly, I think. So maybe something like this, right? And then if we're looking south, we would see flatness. I feel like that does kind of check out. I just think it's like one of these roads, because you get the volcanoes a lot in this area and then along the Bolivian border. So that's my kind of call here. And I do remember that this map did have quite a lot of like volcano area coverage. Could even be this angle, actually. Now that I think of it, it probably is a bit more northwest. Yeah, I think I do remember like this road having coverage on this map. So I'm gonna go for that instead. Oh, we get it. Yeah, I do remember that this map had coverage on this road. So that's a really nice cook, and we got the exact right angle there. So we are on a stonking score right now, guys. Let's go. Oh, I think this is British and Indian Ocean territories. If we're right about that, which we're not necessarily, but if we are, this is my best ever score on this map. So let's head in here. It's going to be one of these ones. We see a guy in the distance here. Where do we want to go? I think all of them have coverage, but especially these ones, I see it quite often. And I don't think there's any way to guess them unless you actually learn it. So I'm going to go in the middle and go Il Pia and see if we're right. No, it's one that's far away. Nelson's Island. Damn you, Nelson's Island. But still a good score. Still a good score nonetheless. So we are on 17.5 and we get a gettable round. Oh my goodness. Okay, let us cook it up. So could it be Vanuatu again? I think that's possible because I feel like when I looked at the Vanuatu coverage, there were roosters there. Maybe that's ridiculous logic. Okay, here's some other options I consider here. Red soil trekker. Could it ever be? I don't think so, but could it ever be the Tanzania trekker that's in the monkey reserve? Where's the monkey reserve? Wait, am I looking? Yeah, I'm looking at the right place. It should be around here. Where is it? Not the mountains. Oh, where is it? I swear maybe it's Gombe National Park. Yeah. And there's a monkey reserve somewhere. I don't think it's there anyway, because I think there's only a few actual urban places there with houses. And yeah, I don't think that this is that. Vanuatu probably main thought. It also just kind of looks like Southeast Asia, to be fair. But that's probably a bit more risky, because then imagine we go, you know, somewhere else. We don't get any points, you know. Even if it's Thailand, we don't get any points. And we do have volcanic rocks here, which I also really like for Vanuatu idea. And then I guess my other idea would be like Madagascar. So again, I don't really know where I'd click. I know Ambanja gets a bit tropical like this, but I think Ambanja's like quite a big town and should be more populated. So no, I actually don't really think it's there, all in all. I think I'm going to go for Vanuatu here again. I think there's at least a decent chance we're right. I would love to look around. We can't. So I'm just going to go for it here. Oh man, if we get this right, that's actually hype, because that's easily my best ever score. And it will probably get quite high on the leaderboards, but it was on this one. Yeah. And the town is this one. Yeah. It's inside this. This is the town we'd have these houses or something. Yeah, on the outskirts of town here. And we're looking south at that house, so maybe we'd be right here. I think there's an okay chance we're actually there, but watch it just be the other side of the globe. Let's see. Yeah. Oh man, so it was Indonesia. Oh my gosh, guys. I mean, to be fair, let's be fair for a second. It's 3 points, but it's the right kind of vibe. Like, it's the same latitude, same continent, more or less. You know, Timor-Leste counts as Oceania, so close enough. And then, you know, yeah, whatever. It's a good guess, not a great guess. I mean, I was going to go Cambodia or something anyway. And there is the game. We get 17,500 points with a really nice game there, all in all. And let us see where that places us, because I believe we are on the leaderboards now. Oh, just missing out. 25th place, basically, just about. So that's unfortunate. Would have loved to have clutched it up, but at the end of the day, that is the way things go. So, guys, thank you so much for watching all the way to the end of the video. Let me know if you liked it. Don't forget to hit that like goal, and I'll see you guys in a video very soon. Till next time, and goodbye.